Hello friends, and welcome to my today's lecture, that is the second part of the Elizabethan age or the Elizabethan era. In my earlier part, I had mentioned about Elizabethan era being called as the golden age in English history by the historians. I had also mentioned that this age begins when Queen Mary I, the monarch of England and Ireland since 1553, dies and is succeeded by her 25-year-old sister, half-sister Elizabeth, since both were daughters of King Henry VIII, but they had a very bitter relationship while Mary was on the throne. And later on, just because Queen Mary was a Catholic, and she was brought up in a Catholic way, and Elizabeth followed Protestantism, both of them did not get along well. I had also mentioned about Spanish Armada, the greatest naval force in the world, which was destroyed by storms and a determined English navy. I had mentioned that her rule of Queen Elizabeth came to be known as Virgin Queen, and that this period was characterized by a vigorous intellectual thinking as an age of adventure and discovery, and also a time when new ideas and new experiences were sought after. This period revolutionized many aspects of English life, most significantly literature. Today I'll be talking about the remaining part of it. England prospered in the second half of Elizabeth's reign, and many of the great works of English literature were produced during these years. Art of poetry, drama, and learning in general flourished as the confidence and nationalism that Elizabeth inspired spilled from the economic sector to the cultural achievements. Elizabeth's reign saw playwrights like Christopher Marlowe, poets like Edmund Spenser, and men of letters and science like Francis Bacon. Now, this era also saw the beginning of William Shakespeare's works, and many of the writers, thinkers, and artists of the day, they enjoyed the patronage of the members of Elizabeth's court, and their works often referred to the great queen. And this age was aptly called the Golden Age because together with the cultural achievements, her specific actions, image, and the court atmosphere that she nurtured significantly inspired and influenced the great works of literature. Now, right from the beginning of her reign, Elizabeth acted as a major patron of the stage, as a result of which drama flourished under her support. In the 1560s, first blank verse tragedies appeared, and later this form was used widely as an art form. In 1562, one of the earliest of blank verse plays, Gorboduc, was performed for the Queen. Initially, there was a class conflict regarding the production of plays due to immorality, and the Puritan Elizabethan middle class even tried to shut down the London theatres. The mayor also attempted to close the city theatres under pressure in 1580, but seeing the Queen's fondness for plays, the Privy Council prevented this. But it was made sure that at the time of epidemics, the crowded theatres were shut down, which was also opposed by Elizabeth. Now, as a result, the plays became more socially respectable because the theatre companies that were invited by Elizabeth they were allowed to fully practice their plays before reaching her. And by 1570s and 1580s, exclusive boys' schools like St. Paul's and Merchant Taylor's, they integrated the performances of both the English as well as the Latin plays into their curriculum. And the custom of, say, the school plays was initiated since then. Now, the Queen watched some of the plays herself. In 1595, Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream was performed at the Greenwich Palace during the marriage celebration of Burleigh's granddaughter, which had several references to Elizabeth and her court. Now later, Elizabeth witnessed the performance of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night also. Now, as far as the interest of Elizabeth is concerned and the kind of person she is, we see that she herself was a very good dancer and a talented musician too. Though she performed only for her closest friends, but she did spend time perfecting this art of hers. And even Edmund Spenser's Fairy Queen contains multiple references to Elizabeth. Plays reached out even to the illiterate masses and the lower classes who even skipped church in order to arrive early to the theatres to have a good view, so that they could have a good view of the stage. And so this art form of plays was very popular. And the Elizabeth middle class, though, thought them to be very improper because they felt that the violence and inappropriate behavior which was shown in Marlowe and Shakespeare's plays, it would change the mind and behavior of the people, leading them to violence and vice. Though today these works are considered greatest literary works of all times. Now, major writers of this age, as I said, included Richard Grenville, Ben Jonson, Thomas Kidd, Christopher Marlowe, Thomas North, Walter Raleigh, Sir Philip Sidney, etc., besides Shakespeare, Spenser and Bacon. So we see that this age saw the flowering of poetry, especially the sonnet, the Spenserian stanza, the dramatic blank verse. And it was also a golden age of drama, especially for the plays of Shakespeare. And this age also inspired a wide variety of prose, from the historical chronicles, versions of the Holy Scriptures, pamphlets, and literary criticism to the first English novels. That's all for now. I'll be coming up with more lectures of mine. Till then, thank you and goodbye.